I'm joined in this wonderful location by Tony Lormor. Tony, ex-Subbuteo champion, clearly. No, you didn't play Subbuteo, but you was a professional footballer, if that's not mistaken.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Now, tell me some of the teams you played for, if you don't mind me asking.
I left school and joined Newcastle.
Really?
Yeah.
When you say Newcastle, Newcastle United?
Yeah, Newcastle.
FC?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. I had about three years as a professional and played around about a dozen games for Newcastle. My first year at Newcastle, Paul Gascoigne was there, so I had 12 months with Paul.
Was he any good?
He was alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, from Newcastle, I ended up playing what's now League One and League Two. So going back to Paul Gascoigne, he was by far the best player I ever come across.
Really? He was fairly young then, wasn't
he? Yeah, I mean, I was 17 at the time, so Paul would have been 19, 20, 21 about that time, just before he signed for Spurs.
Okay.
So yeah, unbelievable talent, unbelievable.
I know at the time Liverpool wanted to sign him, but they couldn't afford the money, and then Spurs went in and got him, and the rest is history. But he would have been a Liverpool player, and I've been so happy. No story. And you would say, did you play for any other clubs?
Yeah, I played for a lot of teams in this area in East Midlands. I at 19 signed for Lincoln, and then I played for Peterborough, Chesterfield, Preston. Then I played, Notts County, Mansfield.
Wow.
And then I finished my career at Hartlepool.
So how many games did you play altogether, would you say?
I played near enough 400 games.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, I used to play football. I don't know if you know, I used to have a promising footballing career. My official title was benchman. You know, and...
I know it well.
Exactly. No. Or Orange, they called me. Mr. Squash. But I digress.
What's a career?
Exactly. Now, tell me a bit about, because you've retired now from football.
Yeah.
And you're embarking on this next, it's a charity event. Tell me a bit about this charity event that you're about to take part in.
Yeah, I mean, over the last probably 2 years, I've had obviously a big change in my life and what I wanted to do, and really came to a decision that I wanted to give something back. So one of the things I've done is, quite selfishly, I wanted really to teach myself how to snowboard. And one of the things I was going to do was go snowboarding in this winter period. But then I saw the fact that, obviously seeing this challenge on a brochure. The challenge is 5 days in the Arctic. It's a 5-day sled, and I just thought it'd be a good way of doing something that was different. And I think now, at this time in life, I'd rather have experiences than actually possessions, you see. So I just thought it'd be a good experience, something that not a lot of other people might have done. And then I tied it in with obviously trying to raise some money for a charity as well, you see. Okay,
so let's get this right. You want to do more experiences, and that's cool. Why don't you want to do experiences that involve heat? Why the cold, bro?
Well, first of all, I'm from Newcastle.
That's no excuse.
Second thing is, I have pale blue skin.
Yes.
So I'm quite used to the cold.
Okay. So this doesn't. You're not daunted by this 5-day challenge.
No, not one bit. No.
Not one bit.
No, I've trained for it. I think I'm mentally prepared for it.
You say you're mental, did you say?
Well, yeah. That's how I was mentally prepared for it.
Okay, sorry.
So, yeah. Actually, we have the group has got a Facebook page, and somebody put on the other day the weather in. We're going to a place called Coruna, and it was -30.
My brother. -30.
-30.
And that doesn't put you off?
No.
Okay. Good man. Well done. Okay. So, when do you go?
I go, pardon me, I go the morning of the 30th of January, so I go on Friday. We fly out of Heathrow at 7 AM. We land in Stockholm, and then from Stockholm we get a flight into Coruna. So we have all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Tuesday night we land back in Heathrow.
Wow.
So yeah.
Is there any possibility that you could die?
I'm sure there is a possibility I could either get eaten by my dogs.
Yeah, because them things get hungry and night gets cold, you know?
Yeah. I think there's probably a possibility of anything there, but
Okay.
hopefully I'm sensible enough not to.
Make sure. Okay, now you said that, you know, over the last couple of years, you know, your life had changed. Now what do you mean by that? What had happened in the last couple of years?
I think the biggest thing was 3 years ago I lost my mum.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mum died of cancer.
Sure.
And from losing my mum, I sort of spiraled into a depression, and then turned into a heavy drinker.
How heavy was heavy?
Well, basically, I drank every day for 7 months.
Every day?
Every day.
So, when I think of drinking, I think, say, a bottle of, say, you know, sparkling water. Is that what you're talking about? Clearly not.
No, basically, I was working, and I got to a stage where my company wouldn't let me work anymore because of my health issues or mental health issues. So the only thing I had keeping me sane was going to work. So that was taken away from me. So I was happily put on antidepressants and then told not to do anything. So with that, I had nothing to do. So I used to go to the pub and watch football, which led into the drinking, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So to get out of the apartment I lived in, I would go to the pub every day and just watch football.
Really?
And then obviously, so it escalated where the first night I'd go and watch one match and have a couple of pints, and then I'd go, oh, there's another match on, and then it came to where I would end up doing pub crawls on my own. I used to go drinking always on my own. And then one of the things actually was I thought it would be good if I got into football and a bit of coaching. So I got into coaching a university football team, which on the outside I thought was great, but also the biggest culture in the university is drinking, you see. So everything went hand in hand. I was involved with football, I was doing a bit of coaching, and I was drunk. So, and I got to a stage where I was with the uni lads, and I probably, the worst time I probably had the best part of 40 drinks in an evening.
40?
And then, 40. And then, but the thing, the frightening thing was not obviously having the drinks, was waking up the next morning and feeling perfectly fine. Never suffered from hangovers.
Really?
Yeah. And then,
At the time, did you think you had a drink problem?
oh God, no. I thought it was brilliant because I could drink more than anybody else. That was the culture, you see. Oh, I can drink more than you, so I could drink all this beer and never suffer from. Just turned into a bit of an idiot, really. But in football, you become the clown, you know what I mean? The village idiot, or the everyone turns to for a laugh, you see. And I became that person, so it was almost like another job. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I am to entertain people, and if I got drunk, then I presumed I became funnier. So
what made you tackle the non-problem that you didn't have?
Well, basically, I mean, you don't think you've got a problem until obviously something happens.
And what happens?
And so what happened one day, it was a normal Saturday, I was drinking during the day. I actually went home to have a shower to go back out on the Saturday night. Stood in the shower and I just vomited my lining of my stomach all over the shower walls. It was just bright red. I just filled this bathroom full of blood. And that was the catalyst to really think that I'd gone as far as I had a choice. I had to stop or die, really, and I think that was that. And I didn't want. I didn't want to die. I wanted help. But so that's what I did, and I got to a stage where I needed help. So at the time, I had to help myself, really.
Mm-hmm. And was that a difficult time in your life?
Well, that was a wake-up call, and actually helping myself was easy, because from that day, within a week, or probably within a week or two, I knew exactly what would keep me sane, and that was my children. So I knew what I needed to do. I needed to be close to my children. So the easy thing was, I got myself a job in Derby. I got myself a house near my two youngest children. And in overnight, I stopped the antidepressants and stopped the drinking.
Wow. And have you drank since?
Yeah, I mean, I stopped drinking for a while after that. And then you slip into, well, I've got it under control, you know, it's not a problem, I can control this. And then I slipped back into it, and that was basically, I got back into working in the football culture again. And then, well, inadvertently, that's how we met, because I had an episode while I was away with the football club, drink related, and obviously our good friend Shane just put his arm around me and said, you need help, and I've got somebody that can help you. And that's what brings me here today.
Beautiful. So you're now part of this wonderful organisation called ZeN. If you can't see it, it's behind my incredibly large head. Now, what's it like for you to be part of ZeN?
Quite amazing, to be honest. And when I first got involved with ZeN, like, as in coming to the meetings and getting to know people, I said it was like a family, and to this day it's still exactly the same as that. And obviously what it has is the family is extended, you see, to numbers, you see. So I've obviously when we first met, it wasn't a patient or a colleague, we were friends, you know. And I came and helped myself to Sunday dinner, and obviously more than one helping at a time.
No wrong with that.
And it was just the fact that it was just the love within the room wherever I was with ZeN people, and like you say, that is now an ethos that I live by, and that now I try and share that with the people I know, and you know, and like, obviously, I think what we can do is, obviously everybody that is in ZeN, I'm saying we colonialise people and bring them in, but obviously the friends that we've got, we speak about what we're doing and such, and then you bring people in and the family grows and grows and grows, and that's right. Definitely what we want to try and do. Good man.
So tell me a bit about, because during that period of time of being in the shower and this period of time, you discovered that you were ill.
Yeah, it was really weird, because I found a lump on my neck about 18 months ago in the September, and wasn't particularly, well, I had no symptoms, I wasn't ill, I was working every day, I was working 60-hour weeks, so I was perfectly fine, never missed a day at work, just had a lump, mentioned it to the doctor, and then it just escalated from there. And then I got diagnosed with what was called follicular lymphoma, which is a cancer of the lymph glands. Now what I had was a fairly small lump which was treated with radiotherapy fairly quickly. So all in all, it was about, well, I got the all clear in July. But obviously the biggest thing was, when you sit in a room and someone tells you you've got cancer, you only remember certain words. And I just remember cancer, chemotherapy, untreatable. The condition I've got is they can't take it away. You can't take away your lymph glands, whereas you could take away somebody's liver or pancreas or something like that. And obviously I just linked it straight back to my mum. And obviously I'd seen my mum suffer for 4 years. And I remember coming out of being told, now those were the only, I was there on my own, because I presumed there was nothing wrong with this. I was told I'd get my biopsy results in 7 days. It took 4 weeks. So I just thought it was, I was quite flippant about it. And when I got told, I remember coming out and I rang my brother. As soon as I obviously told him, and I remember mentioning the cancer word and just broke down on the phone.
You did?
Yeah. Mm. And well, I don't think I could get the word cancer out. Like that, you see. So it was, but then as soon as I've got cancer out, I just thought, right, turn it into a positive, you know. It wasn't going to, it took me a month or so to find out from the doctors that what I had wasn't going to kill us. I didn't need chemotherapy. What I had was minimal. As I was told, I dipped my toe into the world of having cancer. So I just thought I'd try and turn that on a positive spin, and I know I've done and talked about it quite a lot, and I've tried to promote it, and it's not for, it's obviously trying to make people aware of it. It's not like a sympathy thing, it's like sort of it's to show people that you don't give up. You know, you mentioned the big C word and everybody's life's over, you know. I've tried to think, well, if it does happen, it happens, you know. Things happen for a reason now, as well as bad things, good things, you see.
So that's over a year ago.
Yes.
What is the diagnosis now?
I'm fine.
You're fine, well
yeah, I just, well, basically how it was left with the consultant was, I was lymphoma. I could wake up tomorrow morning and it could be there. I could wake up in 20 years time and it's never come back. So so I ain't going to wait till tomorrow morning to wake up to find I've got lumps on my neck. I'm going to go and enjoy myself and help as many people as I possibly can, reach out to as many people, and obviously touch a few hearts and minds of anybody that's willing to listen.
Good man. Which leads me on to your expedition. Tell me a bit about this thing that you're about to do, which you already mentioned, but is it with a charity?
Yeah, I did it. Obviously, it's through a company that does these sort of challenges and expeditions. But I'm raising money for the Lymphoma Association. So I've put together a Just Giving page. And when you put a Just Giving page together, it comes up with a target. I never had an idea of the target, so I put a target of £1,000, and I'm not sure how, but we've crashed through that. So it's over £1,000 now. So and the thing, I've only been doing this for 3 months now, and you think that people donated through and over Christmas and New Year.
So you've raised over 1,000 in 3 months?
Yeah.
Less than 3 months?
Yeah, about 10 weeks, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's
must
just...
be love.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing, you know. I think that's the, if you wanted to say, like the touching part, and that thing that keeps you going, and to know that you're loved by other people. That you, I've had a couple of messages from guys I've never met. This guy had seen my profile on Facebook and donated £100. I can't find this guy's name anywhere on any social media that I'm connected with.
Mm-hmm.
There was another guy the other day sent me a message saying he'd read my story, he'd had a look into it, it was truly inspirational, thought what I was doing was great, and donated £65. I have not got a clue who this gentleman is. Never met him. He's not on any of the Facebook pages or LinkedIn or whatever. And I think that is the fact that it has reached out to so many people, you know. And I think the biggest thing that we haven't got is in society nowadays is the love for people, you know. And I think that has been incredibly supporting. And there's days you don't want to get up, you know. But I've been going to the gym and I've lost 2 stone, you know, and this t-shirt now fits again, things like that. So, and those are the things that keep me going.
So people watching this video and listening, thinking, how can they help? How can they help?
Well, I say I've got this Just Giving page, and it's under my name, Tony Lormor. Now,
so when you say Just Giving page, I don't know, where would you find that?
Well, it's if you go on the internet and put in justgiving.com,
okay,
that will bring up obviously their homepage. There's a search bar in there, and if you put in there my name is Tony Lormor, it will bring up my profile and my page, and on there you can donate. But what I say to people is that it's not here to say donate. The messages are more fulfilling than actually money, you see. So I have a Facebook page which is Frozen Nads for Nodes. So if somebody wanted to go on there and leave a message, that is as inspiring as somebody obviously donating, you see.
So when it's called Frozen Nads for
Nodes.
Now, is a nad, is that your nickname? Okay, we'll move on, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, will you explain to us when you come back how your trip was, etc.?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd love to. Yeah, it's there's parts of it where, I mean, for 3 days we live in a hut which has no electricity or running water,
Sound like my old house.
It's like my house now. We've been told there's possibly seeing the Northern Lights.
Wow.
So these are all like little things that ticks boxes. And when I said before about things for a reason, I was actually at the gym thinking I need something to focus on. And I walked in the house. There was a newsletter there from lymphoma. This was on the back, and that was just the thing I needed right at that time. So yes, I would love to come back and speak to you.
No problem. We'll speak to you in January.
Thank you.